Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're with some more 1212 AD for you today, and this is a glorious 3v3 siege that comes down right to the last few units. So definitely stick around and see how this one turns out. But yes, we have a nice 3v3 here with myself and some members of the Discord. If you want to join the Discord to get involved in some 1212 action, leave a join the the Discord. The link is down below in the description. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and a comment to show support. As a cavalry charge has begun, we have some Lancer Spaghetti here, getting involved in a fight here with some light shock from the Ottomans here, some Celebes. But yeah, they're called like Lanze Spazzati or something like that, but Lancer Spaghetti sounds a bit better. They are Venetian, of course. The Italians just love that spaghetti. But yeah, they're now engaged and they're fighting off and just getting rid of this little cavalry force that sallied out. And you can see that there were some Bohemian Knights that were willing to go and join, along with some more cavalry here from the Papal States. But yes, so we'll go over the sides that we have today. Obviously, we have Venice. We also have the Abbasids here today, and we have Kiev fighting. So an interesting force. We have like an Eastern European, a Western European, and a Muslim force on the attacking side. Defending, we have the Ottomans. We have the Papal States, as we've already covered, and we have Bohemia. So, again, a bit more of another kind of weird alliance. But that's what we love about Total War. You can have some really weird alliances. And today we have a wall defense, actually defending on the walls. Don't often see this in 1212. People I usually play with end up just defending the streets and just don't bother defending the walls, as they're usually undefendable. But we're going to see some Haramis here for the Ottomans defend the walls. As we have some, I think it's dismounted boyars here about to land on the walls, and they're going to face the Haramis. We have a lot of troops here at the bottom of this gate as well. If the towers were captured now, there'd be so many men that would die here. But yeah, there's a lot of implements that are going to be useful for the defenders. They've got a mortar back here that the Papal States are bringing. That will be very useful. We've got some Nafatoons here for the Ottomans. We've got another mortar here for the Ottomans, and I think maybe a final one over here. Yeah, we have 3 mortars, of course. Gotta have the mortars if you're playing as defenders on 1212, and they'll rack up kills. So yeah, every defender bring one. We've got a lot of Nafatoons actually being brought by the Ottomans. So that will be very useful to see how they'll be used, I guess. Or interesting, not useful. You can see the boyars are starting to land on the walls, and in they go, going after these Haramis troops down here. This is where it begins. Little fights here. Both these units are tier 2, so I mean, should be evenly matched. I would say that Kiev should win this fight, as they have the superior troops. I am playing as Kiev in today's battle. Not really my main faction, but they're a really cool faction, so I thought I'd try them out. And they're kind of like Viking descendants, so it's always fun to play as them. And they got some really good swords and really good archers. The cavalry's okay, but they've got dismounted Devor, which are really good, like archer hybrid unit here. You can see that here they are, really good at melee and shooting their bow. And then they've got really good infantry as well, like dismounted boyars and dismounted Kievian nobles. Over on this side, you can see that Venice has also landed. He's got some of his. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. An Italian sword unit onto the wall, and he's facing some sergeants, which are tier 2 sergeants, so he actually outclasses the Bohemians in here. So it'll certainly be interesting to see how he does here. I mean, I think he's got the support, though, has Bohemia, of archers. Let me see. Yeah, they're all the way back here. Got some Pavis crossbows here on the wall, and they're firing up onto this wall, and they're getting a nice couple of kills here and there on those Italian swords. So certainly good to see them, like how this combo works, where the sergeants can hold back the Italians long enough for these crossbows to rack up kills, these Hussite crossbows. Got gunners here as well, some handgunners, some Hussite handgunners. Well, it looks like Bohemia's really well entrenched over. They've got macemen, got some spears from the Papal States as well. These light spears. Look, they're in literally just whatever they walked out in, really. They're not really well armored at all. More Pavis crossbow over on this side, so they can again also support any fight on this wall. As you can see, there's another Italian sword unit just landed on the wall there. You imagine these crossbows will open fire in a second, and they'll unleash some bolts into them. We now have the Abbasids here as well. We have the Futwa Jund landing on the wall. What are they facing? They're facing some Umuni sword unit. I think it's called Umini de Arm or something like that. Not really sure how you say that name. But a sword unit nonetheless of the Papal States. It's a pretty good sword unit. I'll hold the line for a while. The Futwa Jund's not the greatest swords in the world either. So they'll probably make a mess of this assault. Yeah, good to see them. It's interesting to see like a wall battle actually take place. Very different. Balanced power also is very, very similar. I mean, it's actually quite close in numbers. I presume because we brought a lot of cavalry. I brought in particular, like a lot of Kievan nobles here with silver chevrons. So yeah, I think my only mistake I decided to do was to bring this mortar. Like, I brought this mortar. I mean, yeah, it's great. Mortar's good. I mean, you can use them on attack and defense. I'm trying to shoot this the shield unit over here, this Papal Sergeant unit, which can only bring one of, so it's a pretty good unit. I was trying to... Oh, no, maybe not. This is the tier 2 one. The tier 3 one, I know you can only be limited to one. But yeah, this tier 2 unit looks awesome. Look at it. Love the officer. But yeah, I am trying to, like, focus this unit down. I really need to be firing at other cavalry. There's, like, some back here. I think I might be out of range of that. But yeah, I kind of wish I brought a culverin instead, because then I could have just battered a hole in this wall here. Because you can see that, like, the Ottomans are so preoccupied with what's happening around this gate. If I just put a hole in the wall here, I could just rush this cavalry in, and I would be able to just go after the swords, the gunners, anything I've kind of fancied back here. It would be causing a lot of havoc, put it like that. And look at this shock infantry unit here on the wall. We've got some dismounted hospitals here. They're ripping to shred these Futwa Jund with their big axes. It's what they're trained to do. Hospitales, they're nasty, man. Yeah, I mean, look at the armor comparison as well. Like, the Futwa Jund have just chainmail. Like, these Hospitaller Knights are in like full suits of armor. They can take a couple of hits before they're going down. Look at that guy just getting beheaded. Ripping piece to him. But I mean, they are slowly whittling them down. I mean, they've killed 10. I don't think that's really worth it. They're going to lose this unit here of Futwa Jund. Could do getting archers up possibly to support. They've actually got off the wall though of the Abbasids. They got some Futwa Jund down here. Now fighting pretty damn bitterly with these Martelloses on it. This is some better infantry. The Haramists are fighting on my side against Kiev. We have Martelloses here fighting against the Abbasids. It's a better unit. Some Greeks fighting on behalf of the Ottomans. Got some, what have we got here? Some Papal Sergeants coming up as well. And that was a really, I would say that was a good hit, but actually I think that shot missed. Yeah, that shot's missed. I think they're aiming at these Bohemian Knights. I mean, they were hit pretty badly here, you can see, but nothing too bad. And I think they are actually now charging, yeah. You can see the cavalry, I think, is going to charge into the flank of this the sword unit for Venice, which has actually got off the wall. So we'll brace for that. I mean, it's kind of into the flank of both the Macemen and the Italians. But I don't think the Bohemian player really cares. And there you go, in they go. And out they go as well, those Bohemian Knights. Not really getting many kills. I mean, they've routed the unit. They didn't get many kills, but they like the damage of being attacked in the flank by cavalry. Did a lot of morale damage, which is actually possibly if more important. Because, I mean, they'll start to lose men now that they're losing decisively and morale's weak. Sword unit here, sergeants losing on the wall. Yeah, you can see this, like, sword unit here losing a lot of men. It's down to 97. And it's getting peppered by crossbows and also by gunners here. Not quite sure how the gunners are getting an angle up here, but they're firing up onto this wall. Surely they're just hitting this, like the top of this wall, I would have thought, but apparently not. Apparently they're doing quite a lot of damage. And they've broken the swords. Fancy Demar. brutal fight on the wall there taking place. I mean, there's quite a lot of brutal fighting going on this wall. Lots of units getting surrounded in different places. Like this Papal unit over here getting surrounded by Venetians. I believe that, yeah, I think this unit's a tier 1, maybe tier 2. I can't actually 100% sure. It's tier 2, okay. It's doing okay against tier 3 stuff. Holding the line for a long time. These spears on the wall are not going to do a good job here. Sergeant Papal should just be left like at the bottom of this like way off, and then the swords can just have a rough time trying to break through a shield wall. The PopeJohn losing here now. Marcelos cleaning them up. And over on this side, you can see more breaking, more PopeJohn breaking to the. It's just the unit that's just been fighting that Hospitaller. They're getting ready to send another one in. Persistent, aren't they, the Abbasids? They have the numbers to just throw more and more in. See, they're fighting desperately. They're taking this little tower area with the Culverine. Now they're in a bit of a bottleneck here, fighting against all these Papal Knights. We've got Kievian troops here losing as well. This is a bad sign. We're in a really rough spot at this moment as attackers, facing some Serahors or something like that. It's like a spear unit. It's okay. It's a decent unit. More boyars here on the wall doing their bit. Such a good unit. Such a fun unit to play with. They just look so cool. I think the armor for Kiev's so iconic and so unique. Certainly unique. Just look at the face masks, like the helmet style. Although they got the still like the nose guard down the middle. That just gives you that Viking vibe. It does. So it's also a Norman thing, but then the Normans did originate from the Vikings, so that explains a lot. And at this point, I was bringing forward my dismounted Devor. I decided that now is the time to try and influence the battle a bit more with my archers. I was trying to get some arrows over the top, trying to hit some of these sword units that are in combat. Because yeah, I'm losing here. These dismounted boyars getting absolutely destroyed by these Haramis. Though I'm having a bit more luck on this side. I mean, I'm not killing hundreds. I mean, I'm doing okay. I've killed this Martellosa unit pretty well. Or actually, this might be Haramis I've killed. Either way, I've killed the sword unit off pretty well here. I love the shields as well, the kite shields, always a good look. Got some archers now on the wall as well for the Abbasids. This is a big, big win here. These Abbasids on the wall could be a big win. I mean, they could certainly start focusing down these Bohemian Knights, which I don't even know what they're going for. I think they might be just going for these routing troops here. I'm not really sure. You can see a mortar has just hit, a nice hit there. A mortar onto those Mameluke foot guards. Mameluke foot guards, really good hybrid unit. Really, really strong. And also they are triple gold chevron. Send them into combat here. Don't really see the need because you have the PopeJohn here. Just might as well as the Mamelukes just focus down cavalry or any other unit that you can shoot down. At this point, that's what I'll be focusing down. This mortar here is getting some really good friendly fire shots on this Fancy Damar, though. This mortar needs to stop firing it. This unit's just hitting here. It's wasting ammo and going for a really poor target. Yeah, the handgunners, but at the end of the day, just shoot handgunners with other archers. Just as effective. The Haramis here in their turbans, trying to hold the line. My mortar's still firing off. I think I'm firing it intermittently and just like this cavalry. Like this cavalry here, yeah, you can see I'm about to get a nice little shot there. Get about another like 9 or 10 cavalry killed there. So that's a good shot. Just gotta keep that Bohemian Knight weakened. Even if I don't get many kills, there's a lot of damage to the HP. So that unit's basically redundant. I think I'm still missing quite a lot of shots though, which is unfortunate. But yeah, there you go. I've seen my first units break as all these boyars here break. It's just a real shame. So yeah, all these boyars break. That's, like I said, a real shame because they were winning for quite a while. It was until these Martellosis got sent up that they were going to do fine. Though I am slowly grinding through the Ottoman stuff. They are running a bit low in infantry. They've probably still got a fair amount back here. They've certainly got their Nafatoons, which we can't forget about. And what else have we got over here? We've got Janissary Billmen. They're going to be useful in the late game. They're here. But yeah, I mean, there isn't masses left of the Ottomans, I would have said. They've got some shock infantry over here. But yeah, they're using basically all of their mainline infantry in this fight. Spears losing over here now against the boyars. And look at this. Mora is getting some really good shots onto all these Mamluk foot guard here. Ripping to shred this unit. Need to be careful. It's already down to half strength. I start shooting like the handgunners and stuff like that. That'd be a really good target. But yeah, I mean, at this point, it looks like we're really struggling to get off the walls. We just can't do it. Venice is having a really rough time. Bohemia is just not letting them down. I love the Bohemian, oh, not the Bohemian, the Venetian shields as well. Very, like, different, colourful, an oval look. Oval shields are really cool. So are kite shields. Anything that's not really just a basic unit is really cool. We have shock infantry now on the wall for Venice. Look at them, they're just getting picked apart. Look at that guy, just dropped down dead. Oh, taking crossbow bolt to the chest there. Yeah, the shock infantry shows how desperate Venice is to get onto this wall now and take it. He's going to throw these guys in, try and break some of these units. So he's won here, the Fancy Damar, but then he's like broken like that sergeant. That's just another like Maceman unit waiting. Bohemian's quite happy to carry on, just throwing men up here and just letting the arch go to town. Kind of down on my side, really, to break through and then get off the walls because it feels like the Abbasids are stalling, as are the Venetians. It's a real shame. So we really need some, like as Kiev, need to make a push. We can take this spot here with the spears, get off the wall here. There's a way out. There is a way out. Footward Jundam made a little bit of ground in this little like bottleneck they were in. Not much, but a little. And these Hospitaller Knights are still fighting on hard. They're getting peppered down now by my dismounted Devore, by the general here. Everyone's just trying to focus this unit down, trying to weaken it, so the Footward Jund have an easier time breaking through. As you can see here, there's still plenty of Footward Jund dropping down. Thing is, the arrows are just at risk of hitting the Footward Jund. The mortar is still going off, by the way. It's reduced this unit to like such a little unit. It's now like 49 men. It's reduced to nothing almost. They're actually focusing down the spear unit, which, I mean, it's a militia spear. It's got no shields, yeah, but you could just charge that head on with cavalry. It would die. There's better things to shoot at, I think. Finally broken our first Ottoman unit over on this side. Martelos is gone. But yeah, so I mean, this is a rough start. We actually have some cavalry all the way over here waiting. Some Lancer Spaghetti for some reason. But they have plenty of pole arms, plenty of very, very useful units available to them for a final defense. So I mean, good start from the like the defenders, like normal troops, just to hold the wall. You can see these pole arms here, these Italian mercenaries. They're ready. They're ready to go. Who are they fighting for? They're fighting for the Italians. The Italians. They're fighting for the Papal States. You can see Bohemian's now actually getting troops off the wall. He's decided that these militia spear aren't needed here. And he has now shock infantry on the wall. Who's this? It's dismounted Hospitaller Knights as well. Everyone's bringing the Hospitallers, man. Must have been a sale on. Buy one, get one half price. Something like that. Buy one, get one free maybe on Hospitaller Knights. Who knows? But everyone's bringing them. Definitely isn't just that the rosters are limited to these. I mean, actually, wasn't it Papal States that brought all of these Hospitaller Knights? I think it was, yeah. I think it was actually all. You see this one's now losing. Yeah, it was Papal States here as well. Bold play to bring his Hospitallers and put them first in the line because these units are really useful for late game for just taking out cavalry or other infantry like weak infantry. Got really good charge bonuses and stuff like that. So, I mean, definitely more useful in other areas, perhaps. I now have finally got my swords here. Kievan Nobles. These are really, really good units. They're off the walls. They've finally beaten these spears and they're now off the walls. I'm going to go and capture the tower. And at this point, I'd also decided that I was going to bring up another tower. And this one has a load of Kievan Nobles on it. I'm just going to land it here. And I'm just going to set up archers and all sorts of other stuff. Get ready for the next layer of defense. While this Kievan Noble here lands on the wall. And then goes around and attacks this sword unit. And we can break this one just as quickly. Then we can get off the wall here. And we can support the gate, taking the gate. That's all the plan that I had in. Papal States, not Papal States actually, sorry. This is Venice. It's sent around some shock infantry on my side. Because I decided not to bring any. And Abbasis can't bring any. So Venice has brought all of what, like, has most of our shock contingent. Only 3 units. And he sent some around here to come and clean up these Ottomans. He's doing an okay job. Oh, he's doing an okay job. Yeah, these guys are all routed. So yeah, good job there. And now he can go into the back of these Marstoses here if he fancies. We've got spears coming down now. They're going to try and attack my Kievan Nobles, which will be a real shame.
Keep your eyes on me, damn you.
Kite shields at the ready. See the cavalry's coming as well. Look at this. Trying to hit like shots off with the mortar, trying to slow them down. But it's not going to happen, and there you go. A really good hit from the Bohemian Knights. It's only a tier 1 unit, but still, just look at that. So much damage, killing about 40 or so men, losing decisively. Now the spears go in, and that's just going to be curtains for that sword unit. You need to get the shock off the wall and support down here. That would be massive. Or the archers, they need to get on the walls as well, do a lot of work. Looks like the cavalry's going to go back for a second charge. I mean, it is wavering now, so is the swords, actually. But yeah, so we're still, even though we're off the walls in some areas, still having a rough time. Still having a really rough time. Look at this. Shock infantry wavering at 68 men. Don't know how many men they've killed, but probably not enough. They're fighting the macemen here on the wall. See a fair amount of beheadings going on. Here we go, another cavalry charge. Is already wavering as it gets to the line, so that's not a good sign for the cavalry charge. In they go, a bit half-heartedly, I'd say. Wasn't the greatest cavalry charge in the world. It certainly didn't cause the unit to start losing decisively. That was actually the case of the Sarah Horse. Actually, there you go, they're losing decisively now. Also helps that I'm throwing a lot of archers to just try and kill this unit. And there you go. They're dead. That cavalry and this sword can now go and finish killing this spear. I'm now saying more dismounting Kievan Nobles onto the wall here. Look at these monsters. Do they not look ready to fight? Because they certainly do to me. But lots of archers here already. They probably want to start getting archers on the wall, I would have thought, Venice. Because they've got a few spots here, big space here, between their swords. They could just focus on all these archers here. Artillery coming in. What's it firing at? I'm not really sure, actually. I think it's trying to fire at these pole arms. Yeah, it must be firing at these pole arms. Only got 1 kill. It's a shame. Got more Bohemian. Oh no, this isn't Bohemian Knights. This is Turkish cavalry. Turkish cavalry ready. Light shock. So I mean, they're gonna be it's gonna be a rough one for them if they go in for this fight, because they're gonna get shot to pieces by archers. But they might risk it. They certainly need to go down there, because the shock infantry now for Venice is starting to get involved in the fight. And the street fighting begins. I mean, already kind of had with the Abbasids and with the papacy. But here we go again. More street fighting. Nothing to do with the walls for a bit. Look at that guy just in there chilling on his horse. And there you go. The tower's been destroyed. It's probably done a lot of damage to the units up here. Yeah, this axe unit here. Look at that. Just reduced to nothing. So that's unfortunate. I lost a lot of Devor as well. You can see I lost a lot there. And I also lost a lot of this dismounted Kievan noble as well. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Lost a lot of good units I would have loved to have held on to. We are starting to break through. You can see my Devor up here with the help of the swords has broken the sword. And we're now off the walls. Kind of fully off the walls. And you can see here that I was shelling the hell out of this light shock cavalry unit here. Just doing so much damage to it. Got it down to like almost no men left. Even like light shock, it's gonna have a hard time trying to rout some of these units, but I just decided I did not want it on the battlefield. I wanted it off the battlefield. It's down to 29 men, and they're gonna try and charge shock and my swords. I will not allow it. Stop the charge, men! Stop the charge! But yeah, half the unit gets through and gets after the shock, and that's really unfortunate. But hey, it happens. It happens. And there you go, another mortar shot going in. That was a bit risky though by the I think that might have been the Abbasid mortar firing on that oh no, it might be this mortar here, the Papal States mortar. They don't really care about their cavalry. They're just gonna shell everything here. That's a good idea, to be fair. It's a lot of enemies and not a lot of defenders there. But we've got plenty back here still to get through. We've got all these pole arms, all these heavy axes. So yeah, there's plenty of action still going on, guys. So you better have your snacks and drinks ready, because there is still a lot of action to come. This mortar is nearly out of ammo, and good thing it is nearly about to get overrun. It would not get out of here in time. But yeah, I mean, we've got every exit is like, every entrance to the next layer is blocked off. We've got barricades here. We've got a but actually there isn't a way. Oh, there's a barricade here, I guess. And there's a barricade here, and then, well, there's lots of like spears and stuff over here. I mean, there is a few ways through here at the moment, but over on that far left, there's still pole arms. There's billmen waiting. The Janissaries with their nasty billmen. Look at them. Look at those like hooked blades there on like further down the spear. It's nasty. Imagine using them. They got more cavalry ready here as well. They're actually engaged. My Bohemian Knights are engaged here with the I think this is Kievan nobles, which is a real shame. I kept charging these guys. I kept forming shield wall. Shield wall might have saved this unit a little bit, but yeah, the artillery needs to be careful. It's focusing down the cavalry, but it's also hitting my own men. There you go. The cavalry dies in a sea of infantry. And I'm forming shield wall to try and like protect myself. And I think Bohemia realizes it and thinks, nah, save this cavalry for another day perhaps. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Look like we're just going to come around and do another fight, but it looks like they're just going to hold the street. Just could fire a few shots with archers or with artillery. No, here we go. Oh no, they're going this way. What do they see over here? Oh, I guess they see all this infantry here. Not a bad target. I mean, I certainly begin the archers now that are on the wall. Get these Venetian archers. They can focus on that cavalry. What are they shooting? I think they're shooting that sword unit as it retreats. Not the worst thing in the world, but I mean, you can see in a moment these Bohemian Knights are probably going to get a rear charge on these footwall judges. No. Got spears coming up. Khali's Hamat just saved those footwar Jund. You can see that like Venice is still fighting for this wall brutally. It looks like Bohemia is not willing to give this up. So many of these Fanti Damar have died on this wall. And all for what? A few inches of ground? I was certainly not advised that walking on these walls, it would be a slip hazard, to say the least. So much blood and guts. And screaming men who are wounded and dying, grabbing your ankles as you just try to walk along. So many dead. War is such a dangerous and destructive thing, but it's also glorious to watch. Look at that. Just see the bodies all on this wall. So many banners tossed aside.
Our men run from the enemy. This is
But yeah, now we're engaging in the streets here. I actually did engage this Polar head on, and the idea was to get this second Kievan noble behind the enemy lines. But look at that volley! Well, that shot from the mortar, really good hit. And we're actually getting shot in the rear as well by the archers here. And we've fallen into a trap here. And it's a really, really nasty trap. Well placed one here by the defenders. They've got really nice angles here with their archers and the gunners. Just able to gun down our Kievan nobles. And yeah, these poor Kievan boys ran into the wrong street at the wrong time. And yeah, they're going to have to fall back. Got cavalry now coming up. I've got Kievan nobles that's going to try and break through.
given up and are running for their lives.
I mean, you could charge them before they put their pole arms on, but they put them down now. Look at that. Mameluke Lancers. I don't know what they're just doing standing there, but it's such a waste of cavalry. They're trying to hit my Kievan nobles with their mortar. Because that's what we were trying to get to, that first mortar. Over on this side, I decided that now is the time to move some cavalry down this way, because I mean there's not much over here that's stopping us. There's some spears, but they're militia spears. They're nothing great. Well, I mean, I'll just show you what they are. Nothing special. Just a man with a spear, no shield, very little armor. I mean, he's got like this guy here. He's got a knife. I guess that knife might help him. But they have a bit of cavalry, but nothing like it amazing. I have brought tier 3 cavalry with chevrons, so that they should be able to break through. I mean, they've got spears on this side as well. These are a bit more nasty. Again, only light spears. These guys actually have invested in a shield, though. Look at that. They invested in a shield, unlike the Bohemians. Showing off the papal keys, the keys of St. Paul. We're still shooting shots at these Bohemian knights here. Just don't want them to get out. They're not allowed. Over on this side as well, I've started setting up my archers. I've got my dismounted Devore here. And they're focusing down the Janitary Billman here. I was fighting on so many flanks, I was not paying attention. You can see all these Kievan nobles falling back. And there's some villagers. I didn't even see this. Hopefully they show themselves again once the cavalry's out of the way. There's some villagers that actually took part in the fight. Don't know if you just saw that. That's so funny. The cavalry's coming in here, and we're going to get a really good charge. Oh yeah, good charge into the Janissaries. Like, look at that. The hands set up, and we just charged them head on. And so did the these Janissary polearms here, not polearms, like shock infantry. Got really well there. And now we have the archers of Devore shooting in here. So yeah, some nice shots in. This Janissary unit is getting absolutely butchered. And here we go. The Devore's actually going to have to go into combat. But they're okay in combat. I mean, they actually, hybrids don't do well against shock infantry. That's the only issue. And there is shock infantry here, as you can see with the big axes. So we need the support of the of this archer unit here on the wall. This one needs to do a lot of work right now and start focusing down units. We have also got mortars in here. I'm trying to get my Kievan nobles like back in the fight. Need to get some of these dismounted Kievan nobles up as well. Absolute mess, but I love it. Such a glorious sight to see. There you go. We break the pole arms, but we're about to lose our own dismounted divorce. So it's a costly trade, put it like that. And you can see, oh, these Janissaries are falling back though. They're going to let this divorce survive. No, here they come. They're going to go for another charge. It's a rear charge as well. I didn't even realize. I must have been looking elsewhere. They're going to get charged down. I think I was looking elsewhere because I was doing stuff over here. Yes, I've been charging this militia spear. Look at that. Doesn't even care. Like, this Kievan noble just carries on through and it goes after the Bohemian nobles here. I did lose a lot of Kievan troops there though. Now we have some Mamluk lancers in here. And this tier 1 cavalry cannot stop our tier 2 and tier 3, sorry, our tier 3 cavalry with like 2 silver chevrons. There are spears coming around now. And they might turn the tide of the battle, but there is now a gap that they can get cavalry through. If they want to just try that. I mean, what we got here? We got some Lancer Spaghetti. Lancer Spaghetti, they're going to do their best. Look at that! Even in a shield wall, like light spears get just trounced by cavalry. They've lost a good like 60 or so men there. I mean, they've killed a lot of cavalry, admittedly, but it was a nasty charge. You can see we broke the cavalry, so we fell back because it's just the spears in combat. Not worth it. Our Devore on this side, just focusing down the polearms. There's not much of them left, so we don't really need to waste our ammo here, but here we are. Over on this side as well, the archers, what are they firing at? I think they're firing at my cavalry. Yeah, they are. I didn't even realize this. So annoying. Look at this. You shoot my cavalry. Must be my... Again, I was like microing on so many fronts trying to do stuff. And you can see I was really trying to break through here. This was my main concern. Where these billmen were, I was like, right, let's try and get through. I've got Kievan nobles here. Desperate to get into combat before these guys get their pole arms down. So the officer of the Janissary is giving the orders. I'm focusing these guys down with Devore. And yeah, they haven't quite got their pole arms down, but they do just in the last second get most of their pole arms down. So I need to get these guys out of combat as quickly as possible. And just let the archers do the work. Get out of combat, Devore, not Devore, Kievan nobles. You're not any use here in combat. They will die. They will die. And also, I think there's like tower. Well, there's tower support, but that's not major. Good thing is that the Ottoman mortars are now out of ammo, as is obviously the Papal States one. But I'm not sure about the other one. Oh, the other one's got a little bit. The Bohemian one still has a sliver. So I mean, that's good. I think we still have. I certainly still have a decent amount of mortar ammo. Actually, I say that. I've been using it quite freely. And the Abbasid one has no ammo. So I mean, everyone's out of RT ammo at this point. But we have broken through here, as you can see. We've broken through here. And the spears get destroyed. And this is all with cavalry and a little bit of shock. This is really well done here. And now we can kind of push up here if we fancied. And we've got some papal cavalry here just making a retreat. Behind that, though, there is some more papal, not shock infantry, pole arms. And yeah, so we're just going to have to use archers on this. We're just going to take it a bit slow and steady. Use some archers. Yeah, I mean, they do look very, very nice. And quite funny, I found, was that we had like a cavalry unit that was just ghosting this heavy axe unit. So if it tried to come off the wall, this heavy axe, it was just getting destroyed by a Lancer Spaghetti here. The old Lancer Spaghetti charge always is effective. Got swords and some swords and some shock here. Oh no, swords and spears ready. And they're just going to be able to go and destroy this barricade, and then we're through. Then we're through. But as you can see, it's kind of slowed down a little bit. I just have my Devore over on this side. I'm just focusing down all of their billmen. I just don't want to fight it. I didn't bring any billmen. Don't think I can bring any as Kiev, but yeah, I didn't choose to bring it. I don't like to bring billmen. I think like I often seem to have a really unlucky streak with them. But they're very annoying. Put it like that. They are very annoying. I mean, these Janissaries don't have much armor, so compared to like say like the Italian ones. So as you can see, they're already pretty bloodied up. So if we focus them down a little bit more, they should start to die. Or at least I hope they do anyway. Just aim for their heads, because you can see they have no like they have no helmet on or anything like that. So that'd be a good target. Headshots. Well, like I said, still plenty back here for the defenders, and it's pretty even on like men at the moment. We are about 300 under what the not 300, about 100. Sorry, about 100 under what the defenders have. So when the defenders are outnumbered the attackers, it's never a really good sign. But we have the better troops, so they won't break as quickly, and they will kill more men. So that's kind of our hope. Over on this side, though, this is not a good use of spears. Trying to just break down this barricade, and the archers have been focusing this unit down. Such a waste of this Caliph Hamat unit, which is a really, really good unit. Look at them, just trying to destroy this. How much damage have they done? 12% damage. Nothing amazing then. Over on this side, talking about damage, we barely really scratched the surface on killing these billmen as well. Could do with more ammo over here, and I am bringing in my last Devore here with my little slivers of ammo. Nothing too insane. We are starting to try and cap some points as well. Try and get that morale down just for the defenders, just so they have a little bit of a smaller chance of victory. But like I said, still so many assets for them. Setting up more crossbows and like archers. Look at this. They've they replaced their archer with a fresh new archer unit. It's just gonna focus down and kill this spear unit very nice and easily. It's just such a waste. Such a waste. Why did they have to use it? And there you go. It's broken. Oh, it's an elite period unit as well. It's such a good unit. But at this point, you can see that the polearms have fallen back. Didn't kill that many of them, only about 20. So I can now charge the shock infantry here. And you can see that I have my Kievan nobles ready to do just that. It's not going to be the greatest charge because I didn't get my dismounted Kievan nobles out of the way. Here's just the lone two that are going in. Look at that, they did no damage. Here come the rest. But yeah, I need to do a better charge. Here comes my general. I actually sent my general up as well. I'm that desperate to push through. I'll risk my general right now. I fall back as soon as I see the polearms coming up. See where they'll be baited out. Chase me. They're archers and they're now back in archer range, so I can just shoot down these guys with bows. So they can stand here as long as they want. They can either defend here and get shot, or they can retreat and let me in. They have two hard choices here. They really just need to send up like a sword unit or a spear unit, but they are short on them. They're kind of down to polearms and shock infantry now. They've one spear unit I've spotted. But nothing main line. It's just shock and polearms, so very susceptible to missile fire. So that's good news for us. Just need to keep saving our ammo for key moments. Yeah, all these men here we're looking at can just get hit by an arrow and they'll probably be falling down dead. If not falling down dead, then they'll certainly do a lot of damage to their armor. They have no missile block. But I mean, they can send these Pavi's crossbows up. They can stop any missiles breaking through or getting through. Looks like they're about to destroy this barricade on this side down to 50%. They fancy their chances to the archers. They think they've done enough damage. Same on this side. Looks like we destroyed the barricade here, but the gunners waiting ready, routed a Kievan assault here. Very frustrating. I was like, yes, we're through. We can just go and take the gunners out. Then the spears. And then we're kind of in. There's another unit of swords here. Maceman's still alive.
Our men run from the enemy. This is
But yeah, they're starting to fall back onto the final point as we slowly close the ring around them. The ring of chainmail and death. But yeah, really running out of ammo. And I was calling upon my ally. I was seeking up. Got some archers here from Venice now being sent over to come and deal with these guys. If we can break through here, I was saying this is a big win because this is one of the easiest ways to break through. Where the barricades are is really rough right now. So I was like, just leave them, get over here, and shoot these polearms down. I mean, it's also 2 units that we can kill with just archers, and there's some very useful units. We have a lot of cavalry down the back here, though, due to the defenders. We need to keep an eye on this. General's bodyguard. Some medium shot cav for the Papal States. That'll be interesting to see what they can do with that. And we have spears here getting ready. I mean, they're going to have a really rough time. They're pretty weak spears. I mean, one's weak, actually. Now they can go into the back of these gunners. What are these gunners shooting at? I think they're shooting at these Mamluk foot guards. They need to be careful, those foot guards, because gunners can get some good kills as well when these Janitors gunners are on the run. And look, you can see that we've like forced back the pole arms, and I would then just charge. I just charged this shock infantry, and I'm just going to eradicate it off the face of the earth. General infantry, the lot going in. God, they look glorious. Yeah, they're losing decisively of those shock infantry. Got some Devore coming up. Look at all this. Look at this spillage here of just Abbasid forces trying to break through. You can see they've got Mamluk Lancers here now running down the gunners. Down they go. They're breaking, but they cannot get any further because there is just pole arms waiting. So they can just go into the back of this shock infantry if they fancy, which is what it looks like they're going to do. Because, I mean, the spears and stuff are going to be able to catch those gunners. Here we go. A really nasty charge here coming in from the Mamelukes. I don't know, actually. Kind of missed. Half the unit kind of missed the unit. But I should break them. Should break them. My cavalry actually breaks. Even though it was probably winning that combat. We were winning here for a moment against these pole arms. They're actually losing quite a lot of men. We've got a general over here. We've got the Ottoman general as a pole arm unit in the front line. That's very dangerous. Payet guard here. Need to be careful with that. I mean, definitely want to be shooting that unit down. Where are the other Janissaries? These are medium pole arms. So yeah, the general is a light pole arm. It's actually lighter than the Janissaries. Definitely be worth shooting. Nothing down this way, like around the back, just yet. Oh yeah, we actually did destroy this heavy axeman. You can see they came off the wall here, got charged by myself and by Venice. So we used our cavalry to decent effect over on this side, just to carry on destroying what we could. See, there's another unit gone, heavy axeman. I mean, they were basically dead anyway. They were trapped on the walls. They were not getting off. But yeah, the numbers. Now we have the advantage of 200, so we've turned it around a little bit. We did have a bit of a rough start, but we have turned it around.
A unit is running from the
and
enemy.
You can see here these pole arms are very much depleted. Very much depleted. And I think it doesn't help that these gunners are shooting into the back of the pole arms. And yeah, look at that. We sent in the swords, they broke the pole arms straight away. Now they just got to face the mortar crew. I don't like that this unit's pulling through though. Not a fan of that. This unit just pulls through, goes straight for the gunners. And it won't do any good for the unit. So the mortar going off, trying to just hit all the stuff up here. The spears made it to the top of the hill, but they're getting focused down, put it like that, and they're also losing. No surprise. Spears on assault. There's only so much they can do.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
We have destroyed the tower, which is a big win. It means that that doesn't carry on firing at us. There are plenty up here, though. You can see I've now got my swords up here. Just trying to keep these guys in place. There's a lot of hospitalities here. And heavy axemen. And this is going to be a nasty charge. Got some Mamluk foot guards that weren't paying attention. They're about to get charged by this medium shock cav. And there you go. Medium shock cav, tier 1 or nothing. They'll run down these heavy ranged infantry, no problem at all. Now they're getting chased by some Lancer Spaghetti. I mean, they're going to get some shots out of anger. They're going to be responded by the archers here. But that was nicely done there by the Papal States. Killed about half that unit. Not really any losses. Need a few more of those charges through the defenders. Hospitals in here again, fighting their hardest. PopeJohn, Kievan nobles, side by side as they have been most of this battle. But yeah, it's such a big target of shock infantry in here. It's just such a nice target to be focusing down with archers. So that's what we have doing right now. We have like as many archers as possible focusing that area down. But there you go, they force us back, even though they're getting peppered down. They force back some of the units. PopeJohn still holding, but not for long, I don't feel. Not for long. Such a big blow. Imagine having a mortar shot just to fire in there. Do I have any mortar shots left? No, I don't. That's a shame. A mortar shot in there would be... Oh, muy caliente. Look at all that blobbed up. Got some Devore going in now. Now's the time to prove their worth with a sword after they proved their worth with a bow. Can the Devore do it? Well, I don't know. We'll see. They started the assault on the other side? Doesn't look like it. Oh, actually, no, they have. They have. They've got a shock infantry here. Fighting off against the sergeant, papal sergeants. Big shields. Look at them. SPQR on it. Senatus Popularis Romanus. Something like that. And look at that. The polearms are chasing down. This is risky. This is really risky. Because if they keep falling out, they might get just like rear charge. Something. Look, now they're going to just get shot in the back by all those archers. Cavalry here as well is well positioned. If they fall out of this like choke point here and come out to like sort of where the shock infantry is, cavalry just runs into the side of them. We've got polearms here ready as well to go. I don't know why they don't just send their own polearms up Venice. It's not a bad time to do it. Look at these hospitalers, man. They're covered in blood, friend and foe. Nasty, nasty. More infantry coming in. They're throwing back in the heavy axemen. Again, just making this target for us very nice and big. They shouldn't have done this. Should have just had one in here. Saved themselves like a second unit for a rainy day. But like I said, they only have shock and polearms left. So, I mean, whatever they throw in, we just need to shoot. More towers being destroyed. That's be the other side. They must be getting up quite close. We'll have a look in a second. Just enjoying watching this like glorious fight take place here. Really is awesome. It's a glorious, glorious fight. Look at the archers coming. Every volley is just brutal. But yeah, these units, they're having a rough time. Yeah, I say like the towers have barely got up here, but they are surrounding these polearms. They came down again. See, the cavalry's actually has had a go. We've had some cavalry had a go. I think that might be the cavalry of Papal States. Went for a charge. No, I don't think it is. I think it might be the Lance of Spaghetti. But polearms versus polearms now in combat down here, and the Venetian one's looking the right way. The Papal one's not so much. Always an exciting fight to watch polearm versus polearm. It's the most anticlimactic thing I think I've ever seen. Look at this spear line though. Look at that. I can't even see the people behind them. Their shields are that big. They hide the entire person. There you go. They've broken those polearms. Now it's onto the spears. And over on this side, you can see that we're starting to push around as well. We were trying to shoot the pole arms, these halberdiers, but to no avail. We're now fighting them in combat with some Mamluk foot guards. And we've got heavy axemen in here as well. It's a nasty, nasty mix. Oh yeah, you can see we're trying to shoot this pair guard down to pieces. We're doing a good job. 73 of them left. We're doing a very good job. We were like, well, if we can break that, then that's one general gone. Might do us some morale damage. But no avail, really. Oh, poor guy getting chopped down. Yeah, trying to retreat. We've got like our crossbows here, which have like no real purpose anywhere else. We're gonna get the crossbows, set them up. They can just fire point blank range at stuff. That's the plan anyway. Over on this side, we pushed up. You see, we're about to get charged on the flank, I think. What's that by the medium cavalry? Yeah. About to get charged on the flank here. This Mamluk foot guard made it up to the top of the stairs, but we'll be able to stay here. Perhaps not. I'm kind of just keeping an eye on this cavalry. I kind of want to see if it makes a charge. If it does, it might disrupt the macemen. We can't be having that. Cannot be having that. More and more swords getting poured in. It's really close on numbers right now. We still have a 300-man advantage, but the defenders still haven't used any of their Nafatoons. And Nafatoons, man, they can break anything, friend and foe. Pole arms here fighting against those spears, forcing them back to the back of the top of this hill, where more pole arms are waiting. Some Bohemian halberdiers. And there you go. That was a Nafatoon being thrown there. Look at this. The Nafatoons get a lot of friendly fire here. You need to be careful. They just got a lot of friendly fire on those Papal sergeants. And I think that the pole arms here have realised that the Nafatoons are there. They need to start focusing these guys down. These Nafatoons are so weak to archer fire. We have some Nafatoons here for the Abbasids. These what are these Barad engineers? They're quite good. They are getting focused down right now. Like I said, very vulnerable to being shot down. And look at how many archers they have still free to just do the damage. Then they're going to try and get the Nafatoons up and try and break through this polearm defense. So if that's the case, that's not a bad idea. But it's a risky play. You can see they're getting focused down. Barad engineers, yeah, losing so many men. Lost 9, 10. Oh, yeah. Shouldn't have these bright shields. I mean, he's still at half strength, it's still a danger. Look awesome, though. Yeah, they're getting focused down. Look at this. Rained on. These Mamluk foot guards trying to protect them. Actually, they're not. Oh, my gosh. We turn back and look at all the Nafatoon explosions going on. Oh my gosh. It's absolute chaos. And I love it. And I love it. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful volley. The income more troops. Oh, this game is just glorious when it wants to be. I mean, the thing is it's going to do morale damage to friend and foe. Throwing in these Nafatoons. These Pavi's crossbow won't like it, but you can see so much wavering going on here for the attackers. It's such dangerous weapons. Oh my god, these Nafatoons, man. These Nafatoons. It's glorious. They must be racking up kills. They're going to throw all of their Nafatoons by the looks of it. This is all they have to hold back what's about to come up this hill. And it's just about enough. These Pavi's crossbows are actually winning in combat with the support of those Nafatoons. Look at that, on fire. And the Nafatoons will go into combat now to help hold. Oh my gosh! Brutal! The Vor coming up. They're going to replace the fallen burning men. And there you go. They're out of ammo now, but there's more pole arms ready to replace the fallen. My god. Yeah, unfortunately we lost the Nafatoons coming down here. It's such a waste, I personally feel. I think we should have used them elsewhere. Possibly. Or maybe not. I don't think this was like the smartest place to have them. This is just a side project to keep occupy troops here. But it's starting to entail a lot of forces that we really need in this front line. Got mortar crew in here. We've got everything in combat now. You need everything. Halberdiers. Desperately trying to hold back the troops. Got Pavi's crossbows in here as well. Devore breaking though. Devore breaking. And the Halberdiers survive. Now they're facing the mighty mortar crew. Who will win? Oh, getting cut down. There are now pole arms coming up this side though. It is coming down to the wire at this point. I mean, it's still really close. We still have 200 men advantage. We've actually got some cavalry here as well that's actually breaking through this gunner. Need to be careful. The Lance Spaghetti doing their best. I like how I just renamed this unit. I feel like the 1212 mod team needs to just do that, just for the sake of it. Name it Lancer Spaghetti. But they've been charged now by General's Bodyguard of the Papal States. They can kill a general though. If the defenders can lose a general, that'll be huge. Morale-wise anyway. The Papal States doesn't have much left. Maybe he has these, oh no, these halberdiers are Bohemian. Where are the other halberdiers? No, it seems like most of it is going to be Bohemia and the Ottomans. That's all they have left. Dismount Devore trying to cut down some of these guys. They're trying to break through this Payet guard line. But to no avail. Look at, like, just when they assault, they just, like, drop so quickly. And I'm trying to fall back, because I had an idea, but they break. I was going to fall back to this little corner here, so then the swords and the Payet guard have no choice but to attack one or the other, and get flanked by the other one. Did not pay off. Now you can see that the Mamluk Foot Guard have gone into combat, and they're now facing down these swords. And it's coming down to the last few men. It really is. We're starting to waver on this side though. A really rough time, but we need just a little bit more ammo just to break through these halberdiers. I don't know where we're going to get it, but oh, we have a little bit of ammo still in that Mamluk Foot Guard. We need to get the units out of the way so we can just fire cleanly. More Nafatoons though. Look at this. More goddamn Nafatoons. We actually have our archers that are broken through. Again, the General's Bodyguard is there and ready. Kind of interested to see how this Nafatoon unit does. If it gets a good volley, this could just chain out this entire flank. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That's nasty. The pole arms. The lot. Actually, to be fair, I think it might have routed. Oh, no. The pole arms are still there. I thought it routed their pole arms. Another volley possibly from the Nafatoons. I'd like to see another one before we finish. Another one, please. Maybe not. I think they're trying to fire. They're obstructed apparently. Such a thin line of halberdiers. You can do it, men. Devore coming up. What are the numbers? 800 versus 800. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. I don't know if we have enough. I do not know if we have enough. Time is running out. cavalry in here. Like, you got the Doge and the shock cav in here facing down. Oh no, this is the Doge of Venice facing down the Papal States cavalry here. Oh yeah, there was another volley there. Damn, we missed it. But they actually did break the pole arms. We're now in. We're now in on this side. We just need to throw in all of our cavalry. Oh, more shots from the Nafatoons. Jeez. And there you go. My general dies in this back spot here. I was basically out at this point. I didn't really care. I was just throwing my general in, and he ended up dying on this pole arm unit as I was charging the heavy axes, which is a real shame. But we do now have the general in here for the Abbasids. He's now in amongst the gunners, and there you go. It ends a draw. I don't know whether we would have had enough to win it, but it was going to be extremely close. We just broken through on that flank there, you can see in the background, and we were going to spill in what we had there, but who knows whether it would have been enough. But we end the replay and have a look at the end results. But yeah, so I guess technically the defenders won because they managed to survive the 60 minutes. So you could put it like that, but I think if we had like a little bit longer, the attackers might have been able to win. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I was playing as Kiev. Interesting faction to play as. Don't often play as them, but they are a really, really fun one. I've been experimenting them with a little bit. This is a pretty fun army to play as. Yeah, I mean, you can see my boyards did okay. 155 kills. They did pretty well. Fire on the walls actually kind of worked for the defenders. They really frustrated us for quite a long time. I should have just brought a Culverine. If I brought a Culverine, I think I would have got through so much quicker. I would have got less kills, yes. I wouldn't have got my 225 like I did with the mortar, but I would have been able to get this cavalry and immobilize and get so many more kills, I think. But yeah, my cavalry did okay. 199 kills did okay. That's pretty good for like this cavalry. It's not the best in the world, but it's pretty good. I dismounted Devore here. 199 kills. Just infantry like archer unit is so good. And my Kievan nobles are 272. Like my opponent, which was the Ottomans, was just complaining how like strong Kiev is, and I would agree Kiev is really, really strong. It's a good faction to try out. We have Abbasid Caliphate here, 385 kills with the Mamluk Foot Guard, 203 with another one. Cavalry getting 463 in comparison to the other one though, not that great. Barrett Engineers getting 0 kills is the saddest thing there though, and only 87 kills with his mortar, which is pretty shabby as well. His infantry not getting that many kills, only one getting to literally 100 kills. His spears getting 103. So yeah, the Abbasids aren't the greatest faction in the world. I mean, nearly a good game here though. For like, I mean, his Mamluk Foot Guard have to do really well. Like all of them need to be getting like 200 kills, and then the Abbasids can have a good game. His cavalry as well probably should have done better, and his Naftoons certainly should have. So well done to Mythic anyway. Did some good stuff, but like definitely, like yeah, some of his stuff was let down in that game. And then Paranoid here with the Republic of Venice, 305 kills with his shock infantry. The other one's not doing so well, but this one did especially well. His polearms 266, very nice there. 238 with the swords, his fancy Damar. These three didn't do so well, but this one did very well. And then his archers getting 147 kills, and his cavalry getting 145 kills, which is pretty good for the Lance Spaghetti. And then we have the Ottomans, who's played by Yatta Darbudum, who was playing as the Ottomans. His general getting 123 kills, his Payet Guard, before he nearly got focused down to kill. We were so close. His shock infantry didn't do that well. None of them getting 100 kills. His polearms just got focused down. We did not allow them to get many kills. His Haramis getting 142 kills, actually better than his Martelosas. And his gunners getting 220 kills, very nice. And his Naftoons, wow, look at them, both getting 190 kills. And his mortar getting 143 kills, so not too bad there either. Then we have Ibn al-Abbas here, who was playing as the Papal States. All of his dismounted hospitality knights doing very well, getting 200 kills. His spears here, Sergeant Papal getting 144, and then his polearms, yeah, not many kills, 79, not anything amazing. His swords here, 120 kills. His archers getting 108, and his cavalry 108, and his mortar 211. So well done there. And then Premisil playing as Bohemia. His shock infantry here, his heavy axemen getting 194 kills. His sergeants not doing that amazing, but his polearms got 94 kills. His macemen getting 191, which is very good for them. His crossbows 228. His gunners 313. His cav getting 81 kills, but they're only tier 1 in fairness. And his mortar 168. So well done to him as well. Well done to all the players that took part, and thank you for taking part. It was a really, really fun battle. I really enjoyed it. It was a seriously close one. coming down to like the last few units, and probably could have gone either way if it hadn't been for the timer like running out. But there you go. If you enjoyed, guys, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. As we work towards 3k subs. We are so close, so if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.